Big Aston Villa news, and it is that Monchi is leaving Aston Villa. Villa fans, let me know your thoughts. I've got two situations that are in my head, and without further information, we don't know what's going on. But it's either Unai Emery deciding that Monchi's targets aren't good enough, because Emery had the final say in some of the reports were saying that Monchi was bringing him targets and he went with what he wanted. Or the other one is NSWE stepping in, relieving Monchi, because I don't think Emery's going to get the sack, by the way. But if he did, we'd be in a bit of a mess, because we'd have no staff, we'd have no recruitment, we'd have no nothing. So I'm not sure which one it could possibly be. But I think Monchi has had a bit of a stinker at times. I think, we're crying out for versatility in our team and options, and I think you look at some of our signings, you look at Marlon, Guesson, Elliott, Rogers, they're all very similar profile of players. They're all number 10s that like to invert, so the options aren't there. And I do feel like sometimes our recruitment does need to be more youthful and go and find a name before they become a name. And it felt like Monchi just went for the name. So, yeah, it's interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. Like I say, is it Emery deciding that it's time to move on with recruitment, or is it NSWE stepping in and making that decision themselves? There's reports coming out saying that, that they've looked internal last week to see why it was quite flat and they couldn't find anything, etc. And, you look at Monchi, and did he try and sell players and he couldn't do it, which has caused a big problem. So strap yourselves in. I feel like we might be in for a bit of a bumpy ride up the Villa.